story in the incubator on this call about what it was like when one of my brothers died a few years ago, and the deep grief that I felt, and the timing, which confused me around what to do, because I was scheduled to leave to go to India on a trip to do research for my dissertation on sex trafficking. And I wasn't sure if I should go or not. It was gonna mean I would miss Paul's funeral. I was gonna miss kind of being with my family in this moment of grief. But I also felt like I wanted to go, and I felt like he would have wanted me to go. And I was torn about what to do. And some of you probably know this already, some of you may not, but I ended up going anyway, and just holding, it felt like I just packed the grief with me in my suitcase, and I wasn't sure how it was gonna show up. There were these specific moments of the trip, especially one where somebody that I met in India lit this lantern and started talking about how we grieve and how we honor people, and like let this lantern go up into the night sky with these stars in the background. And it was honestly one of the most beautiful sights I'd ever seen. And thinking about that, and thinking about how I was holding both the vision of that and how beautiful it was, and of course the sadness around losing Paul, which the lantern itself was representing, I started to get this like hint that beauty was a tool that I had maybe not fully overlooked, but that I had definitely hidden from myself. It felt superficial or silly, felt like maybe this wasn't what serious scholars or, you know, good women focused on. And instead, here it was beckoning me to be with all the things at once. That this night sky gets to be beautiful, that this pain gets to be so deep and so real, and that real life is being with both of those at once. And that if I were to shut off part of it, if I were to say like, oh, I can only hold this one thing right now, I can only be here, I can only be here, that would actually calcify entire parts of my heart that really we need them all. Oh my gosh, this is so interesting, Jason. I had no idea. I would love to talk to you more about that. Yeah, I think that there is something really important about even that, you know, the fact that like that research trip was about something that feels very ugly but included all these incredibly beautiful moments is in and of itself such a paradox, and honestly kind of like hard for me to wrap my mind around sometimes. But there was this invitation in it to expand my own capacity. And this is kind of a silly thing to say, but I think about this scene from the cartoon version of The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, where his heart expands. Like there's this little meter thing that's showing the Grinch's heart growing. And that's actually what it feels like to me in these moments where it's almost like, whoa, I'm up against my limit of just like how much I could even feel. I'm in so much pain, or I'm in so much awe of like how incredible this is. And it feels like my heart is growing. It feels like my capacity is like expanding in real time. And I think that one way that we can think about the role of beauty, whatever that looks like to all of us, you know, I don't think it needs to mean like the same thing that it does to me, to all of you, but to think like beauty helps me expand my heart, expand my capacity so that I can hold multiple things at once. And what I know is true right now is that a lot of us need that there is so much pain right now, and there's also so much magic. And in order for us to fully show up, we need to be able to hold it all. So I'm so glad that some of you are here live. It really makes it a little less scary to do these. And if you're watching it later and you have any thoughts, I'm available, and I'd love to hear what it brings up for you.